everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Sima Gold. So today we are going to be making the beautiful cape top with a high collar. So I have my fabric folded into two for my front and my back, and the length of my blouse is actually 25. So it depends on how long or how short you want your blouse to be. So what I'll be doing is two of this will be serving as my front, two of this will be serving as my back. So what I'll do now, I'm using the basic neck of 2.5 by 1.5 for the back. Then for the front, I'm making use of 2.5 by 3.5 for the depth for the front. So I've marked the front and the back. So what I'll proceed to do is to cut the back neck first. So I've cut this for the back neck. So I'll raise the front up this way. Insert my scissors and cut the front neckline. So this is the neck we are working with. Now for the back, because the neck is not so open, I'm going to be making a slit of about 5 inches at the center back. So this is it. I'll just cut to where the 5 inches stop, and that is what I have to do for now. So now that the front and the back is ready, I love to mark the shoulder part. I'm not cutting open the shoulder part of this cape. I just want it to look together. So I'm not going to be doing any slope at this point of the blouse. So all I need to do is to take note of the middle point. It will just help me when I'm trying to insert my collar. So after doing this, I'll talk about the sleeve opening. I'll come down from the center back, from this center back like this, straight up to 21 inches. I would mark from that 21, I'll mark 1.5. After the 21, I'll mark 1.5. I'll go inward like this by 1.5. Then I'll cut. So this will serve as my sleeve opening. But when you do this, if you feel it's not so comfortable, you can keep expanding. But it's better to adjust than to just create a big sleeve opening and you start looking for how to manage the opening you made. So now we can say that the cape is almost ready. So the next thing we are going to do is to open up this neck part. When we open up this neck part, I'm going to measure my round neck. My round neck is 11 inches. So what I'll do is to keep this aside and we'll cut the collar together. Now for the collar, I have my pattern paper here. The first thing I will do to this pattern paper is to fold it unbiased. Unbiased means to fold it this way in a triangular way. I'll fold it unbiased. Then I'm going to try inserting my tape to where that 11 inches for my collar falls on. So this is where the 11 inches fall on. I'll just keep placing my tape till I get to where I have the 11 inches conveniently. So I would mark. Now for the stand, I want it to be about say 2.5 inches. So I'll mark 2.5 inches upward. This is 2.5 and this is 2.5. So I've gotten this. So for the collar stand you are going to fall on, I'll make it 3 inches or 3.5 depending on you, but I think I don't want it to be so shocking, so I'll make it 3 inches. or let's make it 3.5 because I have to hem it and I have to join into the collar, so I want it to really fall and cover very well. So this is 3.5 inches. Now I'm going to cut to mark, sorry. Now another thing you have to take note, our collar is almost ready. Another thing you have to take note of is this. If you just want it to be to cut like this, is fine, but I really want to go inward at this optic part by 1.5 inch, by 1 inch, sorry, and blend it, because I don't want here dropping or falling out too much. The same thing I will do at this back, go inward by 1 inch, and this is it. I came inward here by 1 inch and I drew a straight line. At this upper part, I came inward by 1 inch and I drew a straight line. So after this, the next thing I'll do is to cut. Before you cut, mark your center front. So this is the center front, this is the center back. So I'll first of all cut it this way. I'll cut this part. Now this 1 inch that we eliminated, I'll cut it off. I'll come to this part, I'll cut off this 1 inch too. So our collar is ready. So this is what we have. Now by the time we cut, this is what we are going to have. So I have my fabric that I'm using. This is the center front. I'm going to be placing it following the shape like this. It doesn't matter, just make sure that the shape, when you place it, you follow the shape very well. So this is it, making sure it's well laid diagonally, and I'll just cut. I'm not adding any sewing allowances anymore because I did while we were cutting or drafting the pattern paper. So this center front is on this folded part, remember. So this is what we have. I'm going to cut 2 of this. After cutting 2 of this, I'm going to put my stay and then show us. We'll go to the sewing machine and we'll couple it together. So I'm done. I added tissue stay or paper stay, depending on what they call it where you stay. Tissue stay, paper stay, where you stay. Okay, so I added 4 layers of tissue stay on it. Then at the ending part that I'm going to be sewing towards my neck part, I just ironed it inward by 1/2 inch, and I did the same thing here. This is going to help me sew it very well into the neck of the cape top without having difficulty. So after this, the next thing we're going to do is to go to the sewing machine together, and as usual we sew together. Okay, so I have a bias tape here. I have my collar. I'm going to set it aside for now. And I have the cape top here. So I'll first of all use my bias to turn this part I did an opening for at the back side of it. This is to make this place first of all neat, or to be neat before I go ahead to insert my collar. So I'll just sew it round there. I'll start from here. So after doing that, I'll just cut off. I'll come to this center part, which is like say the center back. I'll give it a good notch, and I'll just complete the sewing. So after fixing the bias at the back part of it, the next thing I'll do is to lay this top aside. I'll get the collar and I'll start sewing from here immediately after this place that I turned, that I used iron to press down. Immediately after there, I'll just start from somewhere here, sew round to the other end. Please use a matching thread. Okay, so I've sewn it. So what I'll do is to turn it inside out. So this is what I have. If you want, you can top stitch round the collar. If you want, you can just give it a good press. So I would go right ahead and give it a good press. I'll top stitch. I think I want to top stitch round from this point down to this other point. Then I'll go to the ironing table. I'll give it a good press after top stitching. So make sure that both the fabrics are meeting at equal point before you top stitch it. So the next thing I'll do right now is to go iron it flat and then we'll fix it on the on the neck of the cape top. So let me iron and then get back to us. So after giving it a good press, this is what I have. I'll come to the neck parts of this, starting from the center back, and I'll start sewing. So all I need to do is to take this part, put it around this neck and sew it to the other end. So this is the first sewing. After sewing, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have something like this. You see that it's well tucked in. So for the second sewing, all I need to do is to make sure that this one goes in and this one is on top, and I just sew. Remember, I've already ironed it in with my iron, pressing iron, sorry. So just make sure that this is going inside. So with this, our collar is ready. Just trim off every thread you see around it. Then I will talk. This is how it is. You just go at this neck part, fold it equally, and top stitch it at the back. At the back, you come at this other back, you fold it equally, and top stitch. So after doing this, you just go to the ironing table and follow this shape and press it down, and then I'll show us the outcome. So after giving it a good press, this is what you have. This is what we have. The collar is ready. So I'll just go ahead. I have my like a tape or stripes that I have. All I'll need to do, I want to use it to turn this part. I want the print to be on the sleeve part, the opening. I'll just go to my sewing machine. I'll just, sorry, my ironing table, fold it in like this, give it a good press, flat, and then come right back to insert this to the two openings on the right and the left side, and we'll go to the next step. So I've turned it. So the only thing I need to do right now is to come to my sewing machine and put insert this inside and sew around. That way, um the print will just be showing. So when I get to this part, I'm going to cut it off, and I'll tuck here in a bit so that by the time it comes here, it will be relaxed and there will be no rough edge around there. So I'm done. This is what we have. This is what we have. So I'll do the same thing at the other end. I will just round the mouth of this um, top and show us the final outcome. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. Please and please, let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, I would like to come to this video few months later and just smile that there was a time I said I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, let's make this happen. Thank you. I will just shows the final outlook of this top when I'm done aiming the mouth of this. So I believe with this you can be able to make that bold color you've always want to make. I forgot to tell us something about this part. You're going to use either a press button or make a button casing so that here is going to be placed together. For me, I'm going to be using a press button. As you can see, I marked that already. So I'll just put this on and show us how it looks. So this is the outcome of the cape with a collar, a boat collar. It's not mine, so that's why it's a bit not so relaxed. But I just want it to show us how the collar looks on the neck and how the sleeve opening looks like. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye.